Oh baby, AFK fishing. We've been doing a lot of it recently. So hey guys, welcome back to the AfterLife SMP server. It's season 2. Since last episode, as I just stated, been doing a little bit of AFK fishing. I fixed up this area around here, added some bone blocks and whatnot. We head on down here, filled up a good portion of this bottom chest. I forgot, since last episode, I had to put 2 more chests because these 2 right here were singleton chests. I didn't realize that they were only singleton chests until after I'd done a whole bunch of AFK fishing. So I went ahead and filled this in with a double chest. I went and filled this in, and we have a little bit in here as well. Of course, there are probably some in the hoppers as well. Is there anything in the hoppers? Not currently, I guess, because they're all in the chest now. But regardless, there is one thing in here that I really enjoy, and that is this Bane of Arthropods 4 mending book. We finally got our first mending book from this AFK fish farm, which is super duper awesome. Pretty happy about that. We have a few of the books around here. Some of them are good, some of them are pretty bad. So we may use them, we may not. I'm sure there's some pretty good bows in here as well, though. So we'll see what we do for that. But yeah, that's one of the things I've been doing since last episode. And 2 other things that I've been doing, or really one other thing. We're working on the carrot farm a little bit. I haven't expanded it at all, but I did go ahead and run through the carrot farm and break and plant a whole bunch of carrots. I actually did that twice, I believe. And then I went ahead and put a bunch of them in the chest. Now, what you guys are seeing is what I recorded having in the chest, but I actually did one more run through the carrot farm after that, and I think we have about 29 stacks of carrots now in this chest, so a few more runs through that carrot farm, and we should have a full double chest, maybe a little bit more of stuff. Obviously, I want this left side to be potatoes, and this right side to be carrots, so we really don't need that many more carrots. But still, it's nice to have a bunch. It's nice to know that we will have a bunch to do with and whatnot. But guys, to start off today's episode, I want to go ahead and head on over to spawn, because I have something pretty cool to show you guys that may get used or it may not. But regardless, I have an update for you guys over at spawn. So let me get some things together. I'll see you all in just a sec over at the spawn chunks, or spawn village thing. Yeah, that. Here we are. We are at what used to be Daniel's bookstore, Daniel's bookshop, the jumbo bookshop, something like that. I can't exactly remember. I always just called it Daniel's bookstore, bookshop kind of thing. And the reason we're over here is because we're actually going to be taking this thing over. So I talked to the other AfterLife members, seeing if anyone else wanted to use this, because if not, all the books that we're not going to use from the AFK fish farm, I want to go ahead and put in here and see what happens. I don't think anybody's really going to buy anything, but I figured that this would be a pretty good use for this store if anyone does need any extra books. Now, what I'm going to do with the diamonds that are already in here, because obviously these are not my diamonds. They were diamonds made by Daniel. So I'm going to put these diamonds aside in a separate little pile. Put those where, I guess we'll just take those as well. I want to put all these diamonds in a separate pile, and these will just be a fun for the bookstore. I'm thinking any profit that's made from this store is going to go in its own separate pile, which I think is a much better idea than anything else. So we're going to put a few books in here. Thorns 2 can go in here. I guess we can put Curse of Binding. Yeah, that sounds all right. This can go in here. Sharpness 4. Mending's going to go a little bit different. Power 4. Sharpness 3 can go over here. And we'll put this 3 right over here. So yeah, I will continue to stock this thing up. Like I said, since no one else is using it, might as well use it for ourselves and see if we can make a little bit of money. We're not necessarily. I have a bunch of diamonds. Let me actually show you guys how many diamonds I have. I do have quite a few. Yeah, I have. I'm nearing 2.5 stacks of diamond blocks. So I think we might actually try to make a diamond beacon at some point. I know that's definitely a thing that we can do. It might be a cool thing to show and whatnot. But here in the mending shop, yeah, nobody's bought anything. I think we're just gonna, yeah, we'll put that mending book in there. See if anybody else wants it. Because we're obviously not gonna use mending. But yeah, I just want to show you guys that we now have this bookstore. This is, I guess, technically mine now. At least I'll be stocking it up and seeing if anybody wants any of the books that I can put in there. If anybody needs any extra enchantments or whatnot, then they're more than welcome to go in there and pay the prices that originally were set for that area. But guys, I just want to show you guys that the rest of today's episode is going to be over at the base, because I want to go ahead and make a tower actually around the farm area. It's about time that we got ourselves a tower there, like a little lookout tower. A lot of you guys know I've been standing on trees to look out, so I think having an actual lookout tower might be a pretty cool view. Might be something extra to add to the area. And I want to add a little bit of a waterfall going down into the lake as well. Something that I think will serve us pretty well, and it'll look pretty cool. So let me go ahead, guys. Let me go ahead and head back over to the base, clear some area out, and then we'll get started on this tower. Let's add in a bit of diorite right around here. I'm just finishing up this pathway right here from... Yeah, this is the pathway that we haven't done. I've been meaning to finish for a long time now. I just haven't gotten to it. So that looks weird. Let's change this. We got to change that. Put cobble. And put a little more cobble or diorite. Okay, that's better. Yep. Much better. So guys, as for... Actually, I still have that to do, but we'll do that in a minute. As for the tower, guys, I had a suggestion to have a tower over there, I believe. Which we may still do a tower over there, but I think right over here on top of this hill is where I want our first tower to go. And like I said, I want to have a waterfall right around here. Maybe make a little hole right here and put some water out of it. Can we get some water real quick? See how that does? I'm not a huge fan. Nah, that just looks weird. All right, we'll figure something out. I'll look into it. Water? Okay, that was weird. But yeah, we'll look into it. I want to put some sort of waterfall on this side. We may do multiple spouts of water, one right there, like one over here, and have them connect or something of the sort. But yeah, guys, let me get some materials together, and we'll get started on this tower right around here, as long as I have enough room. I hope I have enough room. Maybe? Yeah. We probably will. All right, here we go. 2 more. Let's jump down from here and see what we've got going on for this tower. I've been working on this tower a little bit, as you guys probably already saw, and I'm using a lot of birch. Now, that's probably going to be replaced at some point, but I am using a lot of birch right now, just as, I guess, just add some color, add a little bit of texture as well. Can't really see it through there. But for this tower, obviously, I want kind of a small base. I'm using a little bit of oak. And I want a very long middle section, so I'm using birch for the middle section. But one of the things I thought about doing, we go ahead and head up this way, use some bone blocks to get up here. I wanted to mix in a little bit of varied bone blocks. So if I take, I guess not really varied, but sort of structured varied bone blocks. Can we do that? And I guess we went a little bit taller. We took these 2 blocks off. Added the birch on top. Let's try that out for this little portion over here as well, and see if we like that. Boom, 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 boom. Let's hop down and see how that looks. That's actually not bad. I'm not a big fan of that, though. I want to see what happens if we just use bone blocks. What happens if we only use bone blocks and don't put any birch into this? What happens then? What we got going on? Oh, shoot. I need to... I need to get rid of this right here. Let's go inside then. Go inside. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Take those away, go back down. This is a very long process. Yes, I know. Back here. Yep, just plain bone blocks I think is a lot better. And I may try... Yeah, I like the fact of just using bone blocks. The birch is a little weird. I may try to get rid of the birch right here as well and just use birch as accent blocks. Use bone blocks for the main structure and just use birch as accent blocks. I was watching a video today from Wells, and a lot of you guys know Wells, where he was talking about using birch, and he was talking about how birch can be good if you just use it as an accent block. And he's got a point there. He does have a point there. I just don't know if I necessarily agreed with him. But after using birch here, I think I may go with that. So let me go ahead, guys. Let me go ahead and replace all the birch here with bone blocks, see what it looks like, and I'll bring you guys back in a sec. Okay, so I've done a lot of work. As you can see, I switched the bone blocks and the oak, and I think on the top portion, and I think that looks a lot better. I added some fences here on the sides. I don't know if I like them though. I actually want to get rid of them real quick and see if I like this better. Do I like it with or without the fences? Because I mean, the fences are cool, they add in some space, but yeah, I think I like it better without the fences. So let's actually move these slabs up half a block as well and see if that works. Does that work okay? Yeah, it's all right. I also added this little roof here. I like the roof. I like how that looks. I'm gonna need to move up the windows by 1 block, but yeah. Yeah, I think this might actually be better without the fences. Let me quickly get rid of these fences up here, and we'll see what this looks like. Yeah. Yeah. I think I'll go with that for now. And we can just add in a roof on the side over here. I'm not sure where we want to have the door. I think the door is actually going to go right here. So I don't have any bone blocks on me, which is something I really need to go get. But right here is probably just going to be a window. So we're going to go across here, put 2 panes right there. Not on the top. I'm probably going to extend it up a block. So we have 3 2-high windows going from one place to another. So I just want to give you guys a quick progress update and show you guys what I've been doing. Been doing a lot, been trying to do a lot, and I think it's working out okay. So yeah, I'll go work on this a little bit more, and when I have more progress, I'll bring you guys back. You know what this looks like? If we actually step back, it kind of looks like a storage silo. You know, one of those things you find on a farm? You put like the wheat and like all the grains and all that in. It kind of looks like a silo. That's a little bit weird, but I think we'll just go with it. I guess it could sort of make sense for the farm area. We do have the barns, but I guess we could put some, I guess, there doesn't really have to be a lookout tower. Because I know over there I wanted to have a lookout tower. I think I actually got a comment from Mucha about that, saying that we should put a lookout tower over there. Yeah, we could just make this a storage silo. Or a storage tower, I guess. Something like that. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and finish off the roof. I wanted to bring you guys back for that. I did the roof on all 4 sides. I replaced and took off again the fences surrounding all of it. And that's really because I wasn't really sure what I wanted. So I tried it out again, and it went all right. So I decided to keep it. So let's go ahead, do a bit of a roof like this. Same roof that we have down below, pretty much. I may try something a little bit different with it, though. I don't know. Yeah, actually, I think I'm going to try something a little bit different. So what if we go ahead? So I want the tip to be right here. I want it to converge right here. Something like that, right? No? I want it to converge right here with a tip. I guess we can just do something like that. Yeah. So this is going to be a little more difficult than I first thought it would. I want to try something a little bit different for a roof and see if this turns out all right. So we're going to do something like that. No, we want it to turn the other way. Like that? Nope. Nope. No, not like that. Like that, and put a slab right there. How does that look? Let's add another stair over here. It's not, I don't know. I wanted to be a more pointed roof than that. So I may just have to, okay, let's extend I may have to raise this up a block, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna have to raise this up a bit. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Stair, stair, stair. Okay. Good, good. Because then from there, what I wanted to do is do that. Yep. And bring this across, scaffolding across, like that. Like I said, I'm going for more of a pointed roof right here. I don't know if this is going to turn out the way I want it to, but we're going to give it a shot. We'll do something like that, something like that. This isn't very pointed, but if we can just get across here, please. Now bring you down. There we go. Just like that. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Let's bring that across. It's gonna be, like I said, I'm going for a more pointed roof, but it's still gonna be a pretty simple roof. So something very simple like that. And then across the top, we just go ahead. Let me make my way up here. Or not, we can just fall off. That's okay too. And just bring it across. Bring that up and just bring this across like that. Is that fine? Yeah, I think that'll work. Get rid of all of this. Let's get down. I like the shape. I do like the shape, and I like the top there. But I don't know if it's out far enough. I feel like it still needs to go up a bunch. I feel like it still needs to go up a couple of blocks. But I do like that shape. I'm a big fan of that shape. I think it'll work really well for what we're going for. So I'm gonna go ahead, guys, go back off camera and work on this roof shape. See how I like it. I may actually try to extend the top of the tower, actually. 1 or 2 more levels. And I'll go ahead and do that, guys. And then I'll bring you guys back, hopefully when this tower is finished, give you guys a final look at it and see if we can do an interior or something of the sort. And it's done. There you go. I actually kept the roof the same. I just went up 1 more level on the tower itself, and I feel like this level looks a lot better than only having 3 stories, so I'm pretty happy with that. But as for the interior, guys, I went ahead inside and filled in the floor with birch, because birch is obviously our main block for all this stuff. But I'm thinking for the elevator, or not necessarily the elevator, but what we're gonna do to get up and down this thing, either one, we're going to create a ladder, which is what I think I'm going to try right now and see if this works. Add you in, keep going down, add you in, cross, like that. I'm thinking a ladder might actually work the best, but the other thing I was thinking about was a minecart elevator. And we're going to have probably 2 or 3 floors on this thing. We'll just go up to there. That's all the further I'm going to need to go. We're gonna have either 2 or 3 floors on this thing. Actually, we're probably gonna have 3 floors. So I want 1 floor to be right here about. We'll just fill this in with regular planks for right now. I may change these up to slabs in the future. I want 1 level to be right here. A little hole right here that goes up to probably some sort of chest room right here where we can have some chests off to the side. And then 1 more level, probably about right there. Let's actually go ahead and grab ourselves a little more birch, and do this. And I want 1 more level to go right about here. Let's go ahead and fill that in. See how that works. Because 1 level of this thing, I think, or this probably this top level, I want to have be chests up to the ceiling of carrots and potatoes. This floor right here, chests of probably, I think this is gonna have to be slabs actually. Chests of probably wheat, I'm guessing. And then on the first level, just probably nothing. Because that's our first level, and I don't really think anything else is gonna be able to fit there. So let's go ahead and fill all these in with slabs instead. But this thing's turned out a lot better than I expected. Like I said, it's not really a lookout tower. It's gonna be more of like a storage tower, I guess, a storage silo tower. But it turns out it's turning out the way a farm tower should turn out. Because I've been thinking a lot about the lore of this area. I'm thinking I want to give this village a little bit of some sort of background, some sort of lore to it to make things a little more interesting. And part of that lore is going to be farmers and whatnot. So I'm probably going to go after this episode and try to write down a bunch of ideas of how the villagers got here and maybe what some of their occupations are and all of that good stuff that may serve us well going into the future if I want to do some lore for this area. So if you guys have any suggestions though for lore, let me know down in the comment section below. Obviously, I'd love to hear what you guys think about lore and what we should do for this village area. I'm also trying to figure out what I want to do here. I think I just want to extend oak down in the corners. Yeah, I think oak right here, creating a little bit of some corner space and a little bit of separation between this and the window. Actually, we'll do just fine. Put that down. Yep. I'll probably figure out something else to put in here. I'm sure I'll probably put like slabs here or something. I don't know. I'll figure something out to go on the sides there in just a moment. So let me go ahead and sleep, guys. Sleep with the night. That way no baddies get us while I'm trying to work on this thing. And I'll bring you guys back in another second with some progress on the interior, and I'll show you guys what all I've done with it. And the interior is somewhat complete. As you can see here on the sides, guys, I did put a bunch of chests in here. I think on this top layer we have 6 chests. On the second layer right here we have, oh, we also have 6 chests. What do you know? Yes, we have 6 chests on each layer. They're all single chests. I couldn't fit double chests in here, but that's going to be quite fine, actually. This top layer is probably going to be carrots and potatoes. Obviously, manual storage, nothing automatic there. And also on the second floor is going to be wheat, like I said before. One thing I did try, guys, I did try putting some stairs at the top here. Allows these chests to be opened while providing a little bit of detail, so not too bad. And one thing I noticed, though, for this build, by the way, here I put a slab in instead of a stair. But one thing I noticed for this build that I'm not happy about, it feels like that there's a lack of detail, right? It's just bone blocks, oak wood, and variants of birch. That's it. And a little bit of glass. That's really it. It kind of feels a little bit plain. But I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe there's plenty of detail in this thing. On the inside here, this bottom floor is not necessarily finished, but I just put some fences here. Add a little bit of, I guess, a little bit of detail there that ties things together. And I think it looks all right. It looks all right. And I won't say that it's my favorite thing, but I think it does the job pretty well. And then on the top here, one small change I made to the roof, if I can, find some place to jump off over here, to kind of tie in with the top floor, you'll see a little bit of oak popping out right here. That's just to tie in with the top floor to allow things to look a little bit better. So I think it adds a little bit of variation and detail to this roof as well, which will help us in the end. So I can't say that I'm too mad about that. But guys, this tower is pretty much finished. If you have any other suggestions for me, any ways to add more detail, anything at all, leave them down in the comments below. Obviously, I'd love to hear your feedback. But the next part, guys, is all about the waterfall. I still want to get this done. It's going to be on this back side over here, because this is like a little perfect place for it. But I'm not entirely certain how high I want it to be. So we probably are going to have 2 spots where the water is going to come out, like I think I mentioned at the very beginning of today's episode. And both of them should funnel right here. And in a way, this waterfall is going to separate the wheat field from the kind of the potatoes and whatnot that I want to have over here. So let's go ahead, try to find a place to put this. Or what if we put some water right there? Yeah, that's a lot better. Oh, that's a lot better. Oh, man. Can we get this thing to... Yeah? No? Can we... What is this thing doing? What are you doing, sir? What are you doing? Right here? Maybe like that? No? Yes? Maybe? Oh, I hate water. I hate water. Much better. So I have 2 waterfalls. I have one coming out of there, come over this way, and I have one coming out of this side, coming this way. And I think after using some dirt to kind of move the water around, I think I've gotten it to where I want to be. It's all flowing down into this section and out into the rest of this little lake. And the reason, you guys are probably wondering, well, White, you'd probably get a lot better view if you took out these birch trees. The reason I still have these birch trees here is I think that it's a nice little gateway, and it kind of hides the waterfall a little bit, which is something I do want. I do want a little bit of exposure, but not too much exposure for these things. So I think this waterfall in general adds a lot to the area, and I'm pretty pleased with it. We just need that grass to grow now. And over here, I'll probably add some bone meal. Like, I'll probably, just in this little area, I'll probably go ahead and add some bone meal. Probably add a few other flowers and stuff like that. Nothing major, just something to spruce up the area. You know, in between the waterfall, because obviously we're not going to have too many crops there, I wouldn't think. I may add some crops there. I don't know. But yeah, we still have a little bit of some water going right there. And everything's looking pretty good. Everything's looking pretty darn good. Now what I want to do, guys, but we're not quite done with today's episode yet. I want to go ahead and work on this carrot farm a little bit. And I want to start a little bit of a potato farm right over here. Now that we have our little border right here between where the wheat field's going to be and where the potatoes are going to be, I want to put some potatoes over here and then see if there's any other place we can put any. I think we might add some potatoes. We might go ahead and add some potatoes over on that side as well. I'm not entirely certain. Either that or we'll try to... No, we can't add any over there. Not entirely certain, but how far does this forest biome go? I think... Why are you missing? Enderman can't grief on this server. What's up here? Because I'm thinking about extending the farm up here as well. Okay, so this is just a little cliff right here. Yep, and then that water marks the border between the taiga and the forest. Okay, so what we'll probably do up here, we may not do this today, but we'll probably put a mixture of either carrots and potatoes, or just one or the other up here to kind of still mark off that this is still farmland. We'll probably take out all these trees as well to get some room for some farmland. Actually, we might leave that tree right there. I like that tree. We'll take out all the rest of these, but we'll leave that one tree over there, just to kind of signify the border between the taiga biome and our forest biome, because obviously our base is staying within the forest biome. The only thing that's going outside, I think, is our villager breeder over at the extreme hills biome over that area, and that's about it. That's the only thing that's, I guess it's not taiga, that's probably extreme hills, isn't it? Yeah. That's the only thing that's going outside of this forest biome, and that's what I want to keep. So let me go ahead, guys, and go ahead and grab some potatoes, grab some carrots, expand the farms, and then I'll bring you guys back in a sec with a little bit of an update about the progress of our farms. Okay, I just have to show you guys this real quick because something just really weird happened. Part of the advancements, apparently there's a new advancement called Serious Dedication, where you completely use up a diamond hoe and then reevaluate your life's choices. I really wish I'd caught this on camera, but... Where is this at? Where? What? How, what? The end? No? What is this under? I have no idea, but that was the weirdest achievement. Maybe it's under here? Or weirdest advancement I've ever... I can't even find it. I'm speechless. There was also a little sound that popped up with it. I really wish I'd caught it. You completely use up a diamond hoe, which I just did, and then reevaluate your life's choices. Wow, Mojang. Or Mojang, whatever you're called. It's pretty interesting. Just to let you guys know, this tower right here is not our main storage. This is primarily intended for bulk storage of our crops, manual bulk storage of our crops. Just so you guys know, this isn't intended to replace the barns of any sort. No. This is just bulk storage for crops. That way we can have more crops than what's in those barns. Those barns are going to still be the main use for planting, replanting crops, and for breeding pigs and cows and sheep and whatnot. So, but yeah. So I have done a lot of work. As you can see, I did as much as I could with the jack-o'-lanterns that I had. All of these right here are potatoes. A few of them have started to grow, as you can see. And obviously, these potatoes are going to extend all the way from here over to this line right here. I still need to finish the wheat over there as well. And all the way over, at least to the edge of that hill, if not over that hill. I know I was saying earlier that maybe over the hill, but I've been thinking about it. Maybe not over this mountainside. We may put something else up here, but I don't know. We'll see. Only the future will tell, I guess. I haven't really made up my mind, but I don't know. We'll see. we'll see how that comes out. But yeah, guys, that's gonna do it for today's episode. Actually, hope y'all enjoyed. We got quite a bit done. Actually, I'm pretty surprised by how much it looks like we actually got done. We got a tower done. We got crops done. We started on a waterfall thingy, which I'm going to work on probably off camera, add some details to and whatnot, especially around that middle area. It needs a little bit of work, and I want to add a flower or two around there. So hopefully that'll turn out pretty good. So guys, if you did enjoy the video though, go ahead, smash that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel if you're new and or not already subscribed. Also, don't forget to check out all the other AfterLife members as well as the AfterLife Hub channel where we have a podcast going on. Comes out about every week, maybe every 2 weeks. So if you guys are interested in that, interested in the Hub channel, interested in other videos from the server, look down in the description below. You'll find a lot of good stuff. Also, something I haven't mentioned yet, but I will mention now, applications to join AfterLife are open. If you want to be a member of AfterLife, if you want to have the chance at least to be a member on the AfterLife server, link is down in the description below to a little application video thing where you can see our requirements and see how you apply to join the server and the group. But until next time, guys, take care, and I'll see you later.